This one opened his eyes a little bit. See, they are full-on performance horses, but I want to test them a lot. And I want your help here because you're closest. Ladies and gentlemen, they do say that plastic and paper is probably the most scariest things for a horse to handle. So I work my horses all the time with tarps and plastic bags and prove to them that they're safe. So I want your help. I want you to open up your wallets and your purses and throw out all your plastic and paper at them. Go! That's never worked. I have had a few dollar coins thrown in Australia, and that's not fun. I always thought growing up that dressage would be cool. You get to perform, in front of millions and perform for your country, but I realised I just don't look good in those jodhpurs. I think you've got to have a particular look. So my dad said to me when I was a boy, and said to all us boys, do whatever you want with your ponies, but don't get hurt and don't hurt them. And that's been our whole philosophy growing up. And the other great thing Dad always said is all you need to know about riding is to say somewhere between their nose and their tail, and I built a whole career out of that. Right from a little boy, when I was told by my football coach, by my teacher, sometimes by my parents and definitely by my brothers that I wasn't good enough, I've never had a horse tell me that. I've never had a horse say that you're not good enough. If I've given them my very best, they've always reciprocated. So that's what I do. I go out there and give them the very best that I have, and they just say, well, we believe in you and we follow you. And a lot of people don't like training horses because the horses don't get it, and people want to call them dumb animals, and that really irks me because I was told that a lot as a kid. Why can't you get it? What are you, stupid? So I'll never say that to a horse. I'll say it's tough now, but it'll get easier. I say this a lot of times to my babies. I promise you it'll get easier. And these 5 beautiful horses that are here, they go, it's pretty easy, Dad. We go out there and have a bit of a roll, a bit of a play, everyone claps. It's a wonderful life. So there's nowhere else I'd rather be, and I think the horses know that. And I'm going to see, ladies and gentlemen, if you can't prove to me and me prove to you how relaxed these horses are, I want you to clap and cheer as loud as you can and see if you can scare them from there. Very nice. A lot of people do say there's a secret to what I do, and they do think that it's a gift. I never felt like it was a gift when I was at home riding in the dark till 2 in the morning trying to get a young horse to listen to me. It just felt like hard work back then. To see the world's best show jumpers, the world's best dressage horses, and I want you to know that when I'm doing flying changes, I'm channeling dressage. When I'm jumping a jump, I'm thinking about how McLean would go over one. When I'm cutting a cow, I'm trying to look like the best cutters. So being a horseman, I think, is being the very best individual for that horse when you need it. So you'll notice when I ride out there, I sit up real pretty in the slow stuff. I get over them like a jockey when I gallop. I'm trying to be out of their way all the time. To me, horseman is always putting the horse first and trying to do everything. I don't shoe, but I trim all my own. I do as much of the health care as I can. I always do my very best to clean a couple of stalls even when I have help, just so I know what they're eating, I know what they're drinking. That the best horses I've got, Spinaby and Hope, they were like riding rockets in the beginning, and they would have all the energy to do things I didn't want, and I just would channel that. When they galloped sideways away from underneath me, I would control the inside hind foot, put control over the inside front foot, and now that horse would dance on a coin for me because he's just so much underneath me. And so I look for those horses that are extremely lively and extremely out of control, and then once I teach them stuff, they become the very best. But it all starts out with me proving that I'm not a predator, proving that I'll always have their back, and proving to them that not only do I get the great things with them, but I will clean your stall and I will take care of you, and I would throw myself in front of a bus for each and every one of them. I love when I come around the corner and they hear my spurs chinking and they whinny for me. I love it. They're looking for me like family, and that's the greatest joy for me. I sometimes wish people could come down and see that it's not just a show. What I do out there is how I live my life. My horses are so important to me.